Welcome to this E25 replay. This is Eckhart playing the E25 and he's platooned up with Bndbnd and me from Clan Super. This match was really interesting. We managed to get a crucial contribution out of it among a lot of other medals, but Eckhart really did an awesome job this match. I got pretty much slaughtered and overrun pretty early on, so don't look at that, please ignore it. But I'll be enlarging the minimap for a little bit so you can actually see what's going on. This match was fairly interesting to begin with. I mean, we were doing the TD mission, so that's why we're platooned up with 3 E25s. It's a little bit overkill because these little machines are a little bit overpowered. But yeah, they're really good for doing the TD missions because of the high rate of fire and their DPM. Especially if you've got 3 of them, you can do some really good job. These T25-2s are sort of moving up fairly aggressively, and Eckhart is hanging back to snipe. I'm spotted at this point, so I need to pull back, and I'm getting fired at quite a lot as well, so I'm already half health, while these 2 guys are still full health, so yeah, wasn't going too well. At this point we decide that we need to go downhill here because the enemy is pushing rather aggressively on this flank, so we need to stop them, otherwise this match is already lost. So BN kills the T25-2, and there's the other one, and a cheat tow. I'm just moving up using auto aim, killing that T25-2, and then we've got this cheat tow who's pulling back. We killed their 2 TDs, and so we're free to move up a little bit to try and get more out of this match. T76 there, or 67, actually managed to put a big shot into me as well, which leaves me on very low health, as you can see. And at this point, I'm sort of screwed. Eckhart is moving up to engage them, and then this VK just YOLO rushes me, which is basically the end of me. This replay, I can't actually go anywhere. Eckhart tries to actually kill him, but unfortunately I get killed. So that's me out for this match. But we've still got BN and Eckhart doing some really good job. Some really good work on the enemy. I'm telling them to focus on that Cromwell because he's basically their best player, well, apart from the Artie, but Artie isn't nearly as dangerous as a Cromwell is in this kind of matchup. Eckhart is just putting shot after shot in. BN was moving up, and as we can see, our whole team on the other flank basically melted. So we've got these 2 E25s and this Churchill, which is hanging back. But then again, the Churchill is really slow, so he can't actually move up that fast. Not so much visual damage at the moment. Eckhart spots the Artie, so time to take him out. It's not the good Artie, not a bad Artie, but he hasn't got great stats, so he isn't that dangerous. And Eckhart decides to move up here and see if it gets some shots off. I think from the hill. I was keeping an eye on BN mainly because he's driving around. And yeah, Churchill dies. So now we've got 2 E25s left and Artie. So Eckhart puts a couple of shots in. He's got the zoom mod installed by the looks of it. I haven't, and the reason why is that I find this level of zoom really annoying, because the thing is, it is a bit like tunnel visioning, and sometimes it's hard to see what the enemy does if you're zoomed in that far, because you've got the wobble of your camera obviously, but you've also got the movement of the enemy combined. So yeah, that's why I don't use a zoom mod myself. The only thing I use is the minimap mod to show my view ranges and the hit log Yeah, the XVM comes with that mod because it's a Kodos mod, so it's got XVM included. Eckhart is just setting up some spots here, see if the enemy is stupid enough to push, and the M4 is, so, but he's invisible again, waiting for the binoculars to come back, and there Eckhart puts 2 really good shots into him. The Guerrilla Arty, which is at the moment statistically their best player, moves up, and Eckhart is having none of that, so moving around. There we go. Guerrilla visible. And their Yak Panzer dings off of the E25, which is funny. But then again, he's using the 88mm, which actually has really crappy penetration, only 138 or 132, I can't remember exactly. But yeah, really crappy penetration. So Eckhart gets despotted and moves out. The IS is currently chasing BN. As I said, during this match I was keeping an eye on BN to see what the enemy was doing, because he was more up front. And their Cromwell is still alive. He's now their best player. So I'm telling them, take out that Cromwell, then you pretty much have this match. If he dies, yeah, you've won, basically. Eckhart now spots that Yak Panzer, and unfortunately dings off him. I think he's tracked here. The replay doesn't actually show, so not showing it this replay and the other replay of Killer Yoran. Maybe this is actually a replay bug now where it doesn't show when an enemy is tracked, which is weird. I mean, how can Wargaming screw something like that up in a new version? But hey. In the meantime, BN managed to kill their Cromwell, so, and now he has to run from the IS, which is still persistently chasing him. And this is funny because I've noticed this a lot, that a lot of these statistically low skilled players do the right things because of the wrong reasons. I mean, it was good of the IS to actually chase BN around here, because that means that BN can't actually focus on doing damage. But I don't think the IS was consciously doing this. He was just trying to get the kill rather than thinking about it tactically. And you notice that a lot, where like 45% players just YOLO rush you, which is in most situations is just plain stupid, but because they do it, they actually take you out, and yeah, take important guns out of the game, which I find fairly funny. But yeah, again, IS is still alive, but the A44 is taken care of, so now there's only 2 tanks left, the TD and the IS. But the TD was last spotted on this hill. See if he's still there. No, he actually relocated, but he has crappy spotting range as well. So that's the end of him. That was actually interesting. He actually did a good job relocating, but then again, if he had been more aggressive, he might have actually changed the tables on this engagement instead of camping. He's got some pretty alright armor and some speed, so it would have been wise of him to actually be aggressive rather than camp, because he's never going to outspot an E25. Because with the view range nerf, I don't think the E25 view range was nerfed, but the camo when firing and moving definitely wasn't nerfed for the E25, so it's just a better TD on the move. And especially in like static engagements as well, so it's always smart to close the distance and spot them. So now it's time to look for the IS. As we can see, he was last spotted around here on the minimap, but he doesn't seem to be there anymore, which is interesting. So where has this guy gone to? He's got 3 kills, which is interesting. Let's see, he's... can I see this? Yeah, 700 W and 8, well 762. But quite a good win ratio in the IS. So he's definitely not a stupid player. He might actually turn out, in the long run, turn out to be quite a good player if you can get that win ratio on an IS. I guess his WN8 is mainly from grinding low tiers. So yeah, he's gone. He's vanished. So where has he gone? He's not in the north, so he must be somewhere else. And yeah, we were all wondering where he was, but there he is. And Eckhart gets spotted, so can't engage the IS. He's actually in a, well, not a stupid position. It's quite alright there. He's protected by hills on pretty much all sides and using his front to ding. Eckhart gets hit quite badly here. And this guy is actually not stupid. he's doing sort of micro moves to prevent Eckhart from shooting his cupola. So, but in the end it doesn't work. He still gets killed. But that was actually some really nice maneuvering of that IS. When I was watching this replay or the actual battle myself after being killed, I was following BN, so I didn't actually see what the IS was doing. But yeah, good work by him. So yeah, this unsurprisingly was Eckhart's ace tanker badge. He also got Top Gun, High Caliber, Confederate, and we've got crucial contribution between all of us. But yeah, I didn't really work to that. But Eckhart got a lot of kills, so yeah, really good replay. That's why I've been posting it on my channel. So if you liked it, please rate it, and see you next time.